welcome back to my channel. So this is the eye look of the day. We ended up going for 80s vibe. I was scrolling Pinterest, a nice 80s photo popped up and I was like, okay, we need to do 80s makeup today. So this is what we created. I used the Rick and Morty palette by GLAMLITE. So if you want to see how I created this look, keep on watching. So I got inspired. I was scrolling Pinterest and I saw this image. It is of 80s makeup. Let me see if I can get that one right there. Absolutely love it. I haven't done a blue eye look in a long time. This one has some pinks incorporated into it. And I was like, all right, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna work on an 80s inspired makeup look. I need something colorful and I love using blues. I really need to do a serious brush cleaning after this because I just realized almost all of my brushes are dirty. So hopefully I can accomplish this look with what I have here. So for this look, I am just going to go ahead and use the Rick and Morty palette by GLAMLITE because it literally has every single shade I could need to create that look. We're just going in with pinks and blues and we're just going to intensify the color. Okay, so I'm going to start off by going in with this kind of peachy shade right here. This palette doesn't have shade names, but I'll do my best. So this peachy shade right here, and I'm going in with a bigger fluffy brush, which I'm hoping will actually be okay. I did go ahead and prime my eyes already with my Tarte Shape Tape, and I did my brows. So we're just going to go in and just lightly buff. And we're going to make this super exaggerated, super bold. I'm just going to work it up to my brow bone. This is such a pretty shade though. This like peachy color. It's like a really nice everyday shade. Okay, so going back in with that palette, we are taking this pink shade right here. It looks kind of purple toned on here, but even if it works well to go with the look. So we're gonna go in with this one, and I'm grabbing another fluffy brush. This one is actually dirty, but I think we'll be okay. And it's a little bit smaller than the one we just used. So what I'm gonna do is grab that pink. Look how pigmented that is on the brush. This is gonna be super pigmented. So what I'm going to do is work it right on the outer edge to start and then bring it up. I'm planning on putting a lot of blush with this eye look so we can blow out the pink a little more. I'm not too worried about getting it perfect right now because when I do my base, I'm going to have to kind of touch it up once I do my base makeup. Okay, so now we're going to start building in the blue. So we're going to go in starting off with this blue shade right here. And we're going to go in with an even smaller fluffy brush. It's smaller than the other two we used. So we're going to dip that brush in and take some of that blue. And what they did was it looked like they started working that into the crease right below the pink. So I'm actually just going to do that to start off. Pretty much we're creating a smoky eye on top of that pink. It's going to take a lot of patience with the blend. But that's what 80s makeup was about. Boldness and craziness. I love it. I wish it was the era I was able to grow up in. But I was just born in it. And I was born later in the 80s, so not enough for me to sadly remember. I think it looks cool so far. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with this shimmer right here. It's like got a nice blue-purple sheen to it, which will tie in with the pink and the blue. So I'm actually going to use my finger. I'm going to use my finger to apply it. And I'm just going to dab it along the lash line. That is so... Oh my goodness. I just have to share how obsessed I am with this look so far. I'm going to go in with another shimmer in this palette. It has like a little speck of like yellowy, pinky. But I think it's going to go nice with the peach and pink blend we have by the brow bone with a very small packing brush because I really want to make sure I keep this right at the brow bone. I don't want it going so far down into the eye look so we can keep the separation of colors. I'm just going to pat it by the brow bone. So now we're going to go in and do the base routine. I am very happy with this eye look. I think it is coming out absolutely amazing. And it definitely screams 80s. Okay, I'm gonna try something a little bit different with my base routine because yesterday I was very unhappy with how my base was wearing. It was wearing a lot differently than it had been recently. So I talked to one of my friends and I started watching some videos, and I think part of my skincare routine might be interfering with my makeup base. So we're gonna try a different technique today, and I did alter my skincare in the morning to hopefully fix that problem. Okay, so for coverage today, I'm going in with the Your Skin But Better foundation. I was gonna try to use a brush, but I'm not a brush person, I'm a blender person. And I'm not this type of blender person. My e.l.f. blenders specifically, like if it's rock hard and I have to like smack my face with it in order to blend, it's a no for me. I see some people use blenders and some people use brushes, and I don't know. I feel like I've tried brushes for my base application and it's just never something that I've ever developed a like for. So we want the blush for this look to be extreme, bringing the blush into the eye look, which I love that. I still haven't set yet either. So we're gonna go in, this is the ColourPop Angel Face Liquid Blush. And I am going to, we're going heavy. I'm gonna look crazy, and I am okay with that because low-key I am a little crazy. I'm actually gonna go in and blend the blush with a brush instead of a beauty blender. Intense to the max. And that's much better. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's cute. Okay, so now we're gonna go in and do a little bit of setting. I am gonna go in with the ABH Banana. So I'm actually taking it in a brush. I did swirl it in, tap it out, and we're just gonna lightly pat the skin with it. So I absolutely tried to wait to record, but the camera died. So I had to stop and charge it. And while I charged it, I had to get some of the makeup done because it is starting to get late. So I did smoke out the lower lash line, and I added a little more blush here. I blended out the outer edge of the pink into the blush as well. And now we are actually onto the lippy. I chose a bright red only because most of the time it was a bright red or a bright pink, and I don't own any bright pink, although that probably would have looked amazing with the eyes, but yeah, I don't own bright pink. So bright red is the next 80s alternative that we have. So we're gonna go in, this is the Morphe lip liner in Taboo, and this is the Pharmacy Liquid Lippy in Red Love. So this is just a lip liner. It is really, really pretty. Making sure red is perfect sucks. Oh my goodness, this screams 80s and I love it. Like nowadays you wouldn't pair blue eyeshadow with red lipstick. A lot of people don't. They usually say like if you have bold eyes, subtle lips, and vice versa, but yeah, I'm a little out of the box with that one. Okay, so the only thing I have left to do is lashes. These are Kiss lashes in the style Nude Blazer. I usually don't like how these fit on my eyes. Like it doesn't fit on my inner corner very well, and I think that's what I didn't like about it, and I felt it every time I blinked. And no other style really does that to me. But I am gonna try this one because it is a lighter lash style to go with the bold eye look, and I won't hide the eye shadows with like a more dramatic lash. So let's put these on and see how they look. So this is the final look. I am literally obsessed with this. I did have to rush through the rest of the tutorial only because it's starting to get dark outside and my lighting is like completely changed right now. That's why I look more Casper the Friendly Ghost. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I absolutely love the 80s. I love bold, very colorful eyeshadow looks, and that was just what the 80s were all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next tutorial.